What up, YouTube? This is Mr. Willis, and you about to wake up, Mr. Willis. Yeah, today, man, I'm coming with a quick lesson, man. I really want to talk about this Larry Hoover pardon. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Uh, is it a play? I think it's a play. I really think it's a play. But it's a good thing that he's being free because good things could happen. But I think it's a play. So yeah, let's get into this lesson. Let's hear what somebody got to say. This is what is this guy named? Nino Brown. So let's just listen to him real quick, and then we're gonna get my take on what's cracking.
Let me tell you something. Trump just pardoned Larry Hoover. He is now a free man. Well, actually, he still ain't free yet. He is now being transferred to the Department of Corrections to serve over 200 years for the body of William Pookie Young, the body that he allegedly got in 1997. Trump just was able to remove his federal charges, but Larry Hoover's state charges still stand. And if I'm Larry Hoover, I'm mad right now because state time and fed time is two different kind of time. Definitely not the same. But now it's up to the governor of Illinois to follow suit and commute his state charges. Maybe he just might follow what Trump did and Larry Hoover really come home. And then Larry Hoover will be an entirely free man after serving decades in prison over mafia activity in the Chicago streets. Because Larry Hoover was definitely serving 6 life sentences in the Fed for conspiracy and operating a criminal enterprise from prison. Larry Hoover was definitely a cold piece in these goddamn streets. But Larry Hoover wasn't only a member of the GDs. He was the co-founder of the Gangster Disciples, and he started this shit. One of the most powerful group of men in the entire state of Illinois. Not just the city of Chicago, entire state. But out of all the shit that they say Larry Hoover did, it was only one body that they could allegedly pin him to, and that was that 19-year-old dope dealer named Pookie that was found deceased in 1997. Now, all over the internet, there are many rappers, supporters, and people in the street celebrating his presidential pardon. But see, what people don't know is Hoover just getting transferred to the state. He ain't walking about them federal gates. But a lot of people want to know why Trump commuted his sentence and not other notable people that actually deserve a commuted sentence. Like the lady that gunned down her husband by touching them goddamn kids in that daycare. She wasn't playing. She should be commuted. But I think Trump got something slicker up his sleeves. Maybe he pardoned Larry Hoover because he finna let that guy out who put that knee on George Floyd neck. Because he also pardoned WNBA YoungBoy too. He ain't just pardoned Larry Hoover. They got a whole list of black people he pardoned, and they got a whole list of them goddamn clear-color people that he pardoned. So it seems like it's a distraction to something bigger that's about to happen. Trump definitely a master manipulator, and he a well-known human chess player. He don't play with the pieces. He play human chess. But see, Larry Hoover has served over 51 years of his life in prison. So a win is a win. Chicago is definitely up one if the state free Larry Hoover. But what y'all think? Do y'all think Trump pardoned Larry Hoover and NBA YoungBoy in exchange for y'all leniency if he pardons George Floyd's assassin? Or do y'all think Trump just showing?
That's enough of him. All right, that's my take, and I'm just speaking like directly to the people because we gotta have our eyes really open and our mind open into what's going on and asking God why for the answers. So here's my take, man. It's definitely a play, and it's definitely a good thing that he's free. But the play is because ain't nobody bigger than a program. We got what happened to Martin Luther King, what happened to Malcolm X, right? And now that these young dudes don't respect nothing, and this guy is the leader or the creator of the GDs. So, but what about the other side? Because you got the GDs, the Gangster Disciples, and then you had Blackstone, all these other ones. But it's another group. I forgot what they call the ones they don't get along with the GDs. You know what I mean? So if the young dudes don't respect when he get out, it could be a young dude that try to do something that trying to get some type of recognition. You know what I mean? Because they don't respect nothing. So that's where the things start coming in. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna use that or use this situation to maybe push some type of racial division or racial riot. Because no one is bigger than program, and the play is right now to start some type of racial division, some type of racial riot. So if he come out and make a backdoor some type of situation, and just think about this, what will happen to the black community? The black community will be in an uproar because they already speaking about black fatigue and all these different names they giving us. They labeling us all these different things and giving us these labels, right? So just imagine he'd be free, and even if some type of assassination type of take place, where they could blame it on anybody. So this is what I think is going to happen. They're going to use this for some type of racial thing. Let out that not the Zimmerman guy, but the guy who did what he did to George Floyd. You know what I mean? I don't even want to give no play on their names, But imagine he free. So this is some type of play. This is a big play, not a small play. It's a big play because if something happen to Larry Hoover, the YNs is going to turn up Chicago. So we got to be mindful to what's really finna happen. And we understand he's finna go they're not going to send him back to regular prison, because if he's in regular prison linking up with these dudes that's all in there, that's even bad. And this right here got a lot of people scared of the part of the black community unifying. This is an opportunity, and that's why I say a good thing, because it is an opportunity for the black community to try to unify, have somebody come in and speak up for us, not to say us, but speak up for the youngins, get the youngins together, all sides. Yeah, they could be scared of that, right? They could be totally scared of that. And that's the play. Get these people scared of us. They already scared of us, even more scared of, they could be unified. They could be doing this. You know what I mean? So it's different roads this could go down, and I don't see not one good outcome of this situation, because the YNs could backdoor Hoover. Yep. You know what I mean? Money play, get paid. Somebody could get paid. It happened to Martin Luther King. It happened to, Malcolm X. Nobody is bigger than the program. You know what I mean? And I just don't see nothing great coming out of this, because the power that, the hidden hand behind this, just the hidden hand behind this whole situation. And I don't think that's Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump just taking orders. His order was to free him, because the people behind the scene got a whole plan for this. So I believe Larry Hoover, if he's free, he should be protected at all costs. Or just move out of Chicago. Don't think you bigger than the program and stay in Chicago. Unless you move militant and you got security. If you don't got security and you're in Chicago, I don't think it's going to be a good outcome, man. And this is the honest truth, the honest thing that I see. Like, they is trying their best to start some type of racial civil war, civil something. You know what I mean? So we got to be bigger and see through the fog, man. See through the smoke, man. This is this is the play. Hopefully we take out our own. That's what they hoping to happen. Okay, this doesn't happen. They gonna put they play into initiation or whatever, because I already see the play where a lot of racial division is happening, where things are happening. I see things are happening. I've been seeing stories, but I really don't want to report on these stories, because it's like you just adding fuel to the fire. But I believe this is very important what's happening now because we haven't witnessed, no, we haven't had a leader or somebody who's pushing leadership, within our community since like Martin Luther King type of stuff, and we haven't witnessed no big, I don't want to say assassination. We haven't witnessed that in our lifetime. But our parents have witnessed Martin Luther King, like I said. They didn't witness Malcolm X. Our grandfathers and them didn't witness that. Our great grandmothers didn't witness that. So in our lifetime, we haven't witnessed that. And this might be a time we might witness something like that. I just wanted Hoover to know he's not bigger than a program, and it's not a diss. And I just wish he doesn't put himself out there like that. And then at the same time, he could have been bought and paid for and lead us into another burning building. So it could be a play, but I'm praying and hoping it's not. Because he could come out and get these guys together, and hopefully these guys listen. But I just think it might be a few that's out there that's not going to listen, that think this is a good time for them to get a good name for themselves and not turn up the streets. Just an attempt on him like that. Attempt on Hoover could just start some craziness. So I just wish he moved militant, move smart, and if whatever he do it from the camera. Don't try to do it from the Chicago streets because it could turn out bad. Yeah, that's my take on this situation. It's a big play, man. It's a play, and it might be a bad outcome. So, you got an ear to hear and let you hear. Those are the only ones I'm trying to speak to, and no one else. So this is Mr. Willis. This is my take on them freeing Larry Hoover. I believe it's a great thing, but I believe it's going to be a bad outcome. So that's my take. This is Mr. Willis, and you have been awoken. Peace.